No. Look, I'm changing policies here. Where you going, Rachel? Come out. Take a seat, Bradshaw. Comfortably, of course.
Cutscene.
So, how was your weekend?
It was okay, I guess.
Why?
Well, I mean...
Why?
Well, sir, I never actually had time to answer.
So you didn't have time. Does this mean you have a time management issue? I can create one on my post-its here. Is it a skill or a will problem?
No, sir, the post-it notes are unnecessary. I will make my own schedule.
Will problem. Fixed.
Colonel Dudley, is she gone?
She's gone, Captain Clark. Back to work. Pew, 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 pew! Paul Dudley to the girl! Yeah!
Okay, so hi, Lieutenant Colonel Dudley. We're just doing a tour of all the detachments in the Southeast region. Do you mind giving us a tour of this here Cadet 772?
Why? I'm just kidding, it's my favorite question. Okay, so first we'll start with the PT board. Okay, and as you can see, I'm obviously the fastest and the best. No surprise. So this is a little tour of the slackers here, and especially right here. Yeah, I just didn't live up to my expectations. We'll move on down. This is eventually where I'm going to be, right in this region. We'll get to that later. This is the cadet lounge. These cadets, you know, they're the best of the brightest. Obviously not the cleanest. We'll move on down. This is our NCOIC. This is essentially what we usually see out of her. She's never here. She's actually always going up to rally for some reason. I don't know. Oh, before I forget, here we have one of the best brainchilds of the detachment and the cadets here, Legacy of Leaders. They always laugh out loud every time I mention this. I don't know why. They mention some acronym. It's big in the texting world. I don't text. I have a phone that's from about 1980s. It's a bag phone. It's still in my car. Yeah, it hooks up to my old, what is it? What are those, cassette player? I don't have a cassette player. It's like an 8-track player. You kids don't know that these days. So anyways, Legacy of Leaders, great. I thought that was awesome. LOL. Interesting. Alright, so found the keys. So first of all, I'll show you my humble abode. As mentioned before, Det 772 cribs, right here. I'll get that centered. Lieutenant Colonel Paul Dudley, Afrozi Detachment Commander. You know what it is. Alright, here we have my furniture, rich mahogany, real wood.
Are you sure?
As you can see, this real wood produces real work, okay? I'm a real man and I do real big things, alright? My post-it notes, they're part of my changing of policies, okay? This phone here, it's not just any old phone. It calls anyone I want, including the president, okay? And this is where I really get stuff done, okay? That's what I do. This is my checklist, explaining why I'm commander, stuff like that. Next, we'll go over here and talk to Captain Clark.
I'm busy!
I'm your commander!
Well, I didn't vote for you!
You don't vote for commanders!
How did you become commander then?
I'm sorry you had to hear this. Let me get on my checklist. Oh, there's an issue. Prospect! Open up this checklist, and then I shall tell you why I am your commander. And I read, the lady of the reflection pond, her arm clad in the purest shimmering light, some might held aloft guidon from the bosom of the water. As you see, I continue, signifying by divine providence that I, Lieutenant Colonel Dudley, sir, was to carry the guidon. That is why I am your commander, you see.
Listen, strange women lying in ponds distributing guidons is no basis for a system of command. Supreme executive command comes from a mandate from the masses, not some farcical aquatic ceremony.
So, as we continue the tour, Staff Sergeant Destani just came back in, and I have a few questions I need you to ask her. So, we'll knock out 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's roll ahead and pull down there.
Let's go ahead and take care of that. Go take a little Texas with you everywhere you go. Hook 'em horns. Ah, my wall of fame. Sergeant Testani, how you doing today?
Yeah. Yes? What?
Hey, we had a few questions for you. We just want to know where we stood. Do you have any information on Roger's waiver?
Talking to headquarters about it?
Yeah? Still? Okay. Junior's contracting?
Talking to headquarters about it.
Oh yeah, still on that beat, huh? Okay. How about McClure's paperwork?
Talking to headquarters about it.
Oh, really? Okay. What about field training slots? Are we good on that yet?
Talking to headquarters about it, sir.
Yeah? Well, how's your weekend?
Talking to headquarters about it.
Ooh, really? Okay. How's the new house? How's the cats and sugar gliders?
I'm talking to headquarters about it.
Okay then. Enlisted, overworked, underpaid.
Hey, just a quick question, Staff Sergeant Destani. Could you talk to headquarters for me real quick? I appreciate it. Thanks.
Officers.
So, what was up with Staff Sergeant Destani?
You know, I really don't know. Like, I don't know what she's complaining about. These cadets, especially the seniors, I mean, they get all their paperwork in, everything they need to do, they do it on time. They're so punctual and perfect.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
But anyway, let's talk about the
let's
seniors.
go back to what you were saying about the seniors. You were on something really good there.
I mean,
the juniors, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. Juniors,
I'm glad I'm leaving, to be honest with you. It sucks to be you, man.
I mean, change that. Fall.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
What's going on? But those seniors, man.
Those seniors.
Like, I
Wow.
we're not even half the cadets they were. Like,
Seriously. It's like these guys came out of, well, honestly, I mean, they came from us. We're just that good. But honestly, I'm glad, you know, that we're handing the Air Force over to guys and gals like them, you know?
I think because they're your senior class, it was destined for you to retire.
Yeah.
Knowing that
so.
you're handing the baton to such a great class.
I couldn't agree more, and that's, my wife and I discussed that, and that's my main reason. I was just like, you know what, this is a great place, Charleston's nice, and these seniors rule.
You know, I talk about Texas a lot, and, you know, it's the greatest place on earth, but
Debatable.
this isn't Captain Clark here talking. Compared to these cadets, Texas sucks.
So, the tour's over, we've already talked about everyone contracting.
Went pretty well.
It did.
So, Colonel Dudley, back to work?
Back to work.